Are you leaving money on the table with your exports? U.S. exports to new free trade agreement partner countries have grown 3 times faster than the global rate of growth for U.S. exports. But despite the benefits, about 70% of companies aren't fully taking advantage of FTAs. Why? Because qualifying for an FTA can be complicated. I'm Kari Crane, editor of Shipping Solutions' international trade blog Passages. In this video, I'll break down the 3 primary ways your goods can qualify for reduced tariffs under a free trade agreement, and how to avoid common mistakes that could be costing you. And because you're interested in this topic, make sure to download our free guide, How to Qualify for a Free Trade Agreement. It's linked in the description and expands on what you'll learn in this video. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish basics of exporting videos twice a week to help you navigate international trade with confidence. Free trade agreements are designed to make exporting more competitive by reducing or eliminating tariffs between partner countries. But to claim these benefits, your goods need to meet specific rules of origin. You'll need to check the specific rules for the FTA you're using, but typically there are 3 ways goods can qualify. The simplest way to qualify is if your goods are wholly obtained or produced entirely in one or more of the FTA countries. According to the International Trade Administration, a good is wholly obtained if it's produced from start to finish within an FTA country. For example, corn grown in Iowa, coal mined in Wyoming, fish caught by a U.S. fishing vessel. The second way to qualify is if your product is made up of components that all originate from FTA countries. For example, let's say the U.S. has an FTA with countries B and C. A t-shirt made in the U.S. can qualify if the cotton is grown in country B, the dye is produced in country C, the sewing thread and labels are made in the U.S. If your goods contain non-originating materials, they may still qualify under the de minimis rule, which allows up to 10% of the adjusted value of the product to come from non-originating sources. But the de minimis rule varies by FTA. And some agreements, like those for agricultural or textile products, have different thresholds, so check the specific FTA's rules before relying on de minimis. If your goods aren't wholly obtained or made entirely from FTA-sourced components, they may still qualify under specific rules of origin. There are 2 main ways to qualify under this method. Under the tariff shift method, your product qualifies if its components are transformed enough during the production to result in a new harmonized system classification code. It's not about where the components come from, it's about how much the product changes during the manufacturing. Here's an example. Wood from a non-FTA country is turned into a piece of furniture in the US. The HS code for the wood and the HS code for the furniture, shown here, are different, so the finished product qualifies under the tariff shift method. With the regional value content method, your product qualifies if a certain percentage of its value comes from FTA countries. This includes materials, labor, and production costs. To use this method, you'll need to gather data like HS code of the product and its components, cost of each component, country of origin for each input, percentage of value contributed by FTA countries. If your product is complex, it's helpful to create a worksheet to track these details. We've hosted 2 free webinars where we explain this in more detail. You can find the links in the description. Understanding FTA qualification rules can save you money, and we've made it easier for you. Download our free guide, How to Qualify for a Free Trade Agreement. It's linked in the description. And if you want to simplify the export documentation that goes along with FTA qualification, like certificates of origin, Shipping Solutions can help. Watch the video linked here. If you found this video helpful, like it and subscribe to our channel for more basics of exporting videos. And leave a comment if you have any questions. You'll also find hundreds of articles on FTAs, exporting, and compliance on our blog, shippingsolutions.com/blog, linked below.